what a gift to every up and coming VTuber you gave them. Because I remember, even me, I had a little fucking VTuber, little shitty fucking egg. It was garbage. That shit cost me $2,500 fucking dollars. People don't have that. It's crazy. It's crazy. So
you want to know the icing on the cake though, Tectone?
Yes.
I made this program originally for my poor Native American streamer friend that wanted to stream. Yeah. Because he did not want to go back to the mines because this is literally the story is that he his job, like he's a lumberjack dude, like he cuts, like he helps with like cutting wood and stuff like that. Yeah. And their company had problems with a contract. So he was like, I might have to go back to the mines. I was like, what, the mines? And he's like, yeah, like literally. And so I was like, a bunch of our friends kind of recommended he started streaming and stuff like that. And he's doing pretty well. Like, honestly, like he's already broken like 2 digits, which is like, that's pretty crazy.
No, that's a very big barrier. That's a very big barrier to break.
Very big. Yeah. And so the funny thing is we made this program for him because his computer couldn't handle like the big, like, reactives and all that stuff, like GIFs. So we're like, how can we optimize this and make this better? So they want to take it away from a poor Native American guy. They want to take away his land again.
Unbelievable.
It's these fucking riggers, dude. These fucking riggers want to charge so much fucking money for their VTuber. It's ridiculous. I hate these dirty fucking riggers, dude. It's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior.
Well, I'll tell you what, between that and the new Tom Cruise movie, we're going to have all sorts of things to... Have you guys seen the title of the new
Digger?
Tom Cruise movie?
I did. I was really thinking of something else. I was like,
Well, I'll tell you what, Leaf, let's talk about this for a little bit, because before we get into hard news and all this stuff, you have pissed off all the right people, and it's hilarious. As Tech says, you broke down the barrier of entry, and it started with this post just a couple days ago. You said, I'm making a program that is a bridge between... Oh, here we go. Let me pull this up real quick. I'll tell you, you just, in your own words, you tell us exactly what you've done here.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is it's not even like a replacement for Live 2D, which is funny. Like it's not even that far, and they're so mad over it, right? It's literally just like PNG tubing plus. It's basically animated, like pre-made animated images with like a little bit of detection for like emotions. So it uses sort of the similar software where it detects like your face, the state of your face, and like if you're smiling, if you're sad, if you're surprised, and that is just mapped to like a state of like a specific animation for that, and all it does is toggle between the two. Really,
I'm confused. But why is everyone angry at you?
Because it took her gerbs.
It took her gerbs. These blankers, man.
That's it. Yeah, it's basically all the VTuber like creators are really upset about at it, basically. Like,
so essentially, there's a lot of these riggers that have a monopoly on who is allowed to be a VTuber based on if they can get the clientele who want to pay them for the VTubers, right? It's a very tenuous process of actually hooking up with one of these, first you got to get a model, then you got to get a rigger, and they have a monopoly on like the who's who. If you get this certain model type, then you're guaranteed to test. Like there was I think it was Nano who had like a big monopoly on the VTuber sphere by making models for like what was it, Silverveil and Cinder, and I think Shy Lily. I think I could be misquoting that or misremembering that, but this essentially is going to remove a lot of the monopoly that these artists have on the chokehold of breaking into the VTuber sphere, and they're not happy about it because obviously that means less money in their pockets. But that's just my opinion.
And not only that, they started putting like they have these customizable models that they're not fully custom, but then you can kind of customize the attributes of it. And they started adding into their terms of service that you can't make like right-wing content and stuff like that, basically. Powder ran into this problem. But I mean, she just said fuck them, basically, which is
but essentially all you did was you made a choice that people could make. Here's an option that you can use to make your own model, and people are upset with that. That's easily the gayest thing I've ever heard in my entire existence. And I've slept with so many men, Leaf. I can't even tell you. Whoops, I didn't mean that for it to come out there. But yeah, no, that makes absolutely no sense. Who gives a shit? For whatever reason, if you're against that, then don't use it. Sure, totally. Or if your product, maybe you need to get better at your product than to compete with a free option, right? It's free, correctly?
Yes, free.
Then make something better. I don't understand the anger here.
I look at this as, do you remember when before Twitch was Twitch was called Justin.tv, long time ago. And Justin, to be able to stream, there was a giant barrier of entry to get in. You had to buy equipment, you had to go in, and you had to do a lot of things to be able to actually get to the point of actually streaming. Then all of a sudden it got a lot easier. Technology got cheaper. It got incorporated into your PlayStation, and it became one of those things where you could start doing it literally immediately. And what happened was more streamers came out. And then what you saw was the cream rose to the top. There was a flood of new talent, and ultimately it came down to, do you have talent or not? And I think that's what people are most scared of here, is anytime there's more competition, that people are going to freak out. And I think that's what they're doing right here. And
yes, they're going to say it's unethical.
Right. Which you see people like this, the quote tweets of this is amazing. Anyone saying, wow, this is amazing, needs a history lesson. This is Leaflit.
Yeah.
Yep.
She spent the last year glazing AI for her own pathetic, lifeless projects. And this
AI
is
is not a. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step over you there.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, AI is not a magic wand to VTubing. Great, then you have nothing to worry about. Like this just screams fucking fear. Okay, great. Well, then it's not. And then whoever uses this tool or AI will fail, right? You have nothing to worry about. Let them all live in their slop and they're going to lose.
No, some of them have said it straight up. Like the reason, I have seen posts of people saying that this will make the space saturated. They're scared. They're scared of their own positions, basically, because they know that competition will fucking destroy them.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
I 100% agree. 100%. And this goes back to the cream. The cream rises to the top here. This person says, not only is this disrespectful to VTuber culture as a whole, but trash like this is why computers and phones are stupid expensive now and will be completely unaffordable in a few years. If you support this, you're ending your own streaming career.
Wait, check their bio. Check their bio.
No fucking gay. This is so pathetic. Like, have some value and worth in what you're creating, that you don't show this much fear over just anyone coming into the space. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I got called the Trump of VTubing because they said all of these things. They said, was it gas prices was my fault, food prices, global warming. Dude, it was wild. Like the amount of stuff that was out there, it was hilarious. They were so...
Yeah.
So when people say, I've seen people talk about the rigging aspect of it. I've also seen people talk about the art. This is going to put artists out of business, right? And the one person I saw, this one guy complaining about it, but he was charging $1,000 for a model, and he's like, well, of course he's going to be pissed.
Fucking crazy.
He's like, he was mad because he's not going to be able to make his money anymore. He's been undercut by
they're
by
scamming motherfuckers so deliberately. It's insane. They know they're scamming people because if everybody charges these ridiculous prices, there's nowhere else for consumers to go. It's the same thing with emotes. Bro, my emotes in my chat that are a little fucking egg, this fucking big, which by the way, I've had my community draw them in literally a minute and a half. And I have artists charging me $50 to $200 per emote. I'm good, dog. That shit is ridiculous. If AI can make something that suffices, like an emote or a picture or a model, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to think, well, I think I'd just rather spend $20,000 on 100 emotes. I'm good, bro. And, it's like these people who like, the change in consumer habits in Paris, they're out here scamming people, trying to give people bracelets and then charge them $40 for it, even though they said it was free. It's like, obviously, when you call these other scammers out, they're going to get upset. And people don't want to call out these scammers because that is what they are doing, is fucking scamming people. There is no reality where the barrier to entry should be this high, where someone's going to charge $1,000 for some bootleg piece of shit VTuber model on the internet. It's crazy. And I think making it accessible for more people is a good thing because obviously...
It's not only that too, is like a lot of the time too, it's not even an issue of money really. Like even if you do have money, a lot of the times, like it's gonna be late by like 3 to 4 to 5, almost 5 times. Like now when I get a project, I have a project started up, I'm like, how long is it gonna take? They're like a month. I'm like, okay, 6 months. All right, go ahead. It's usually like that for me. Like I have projects that are like a year, a whole entire year behind right now.
Oh, Leaflit. And once again, I hate to get anecdotal here. I'm in the exact same boat. I bought a VR chat model that I paid $2,000 up front for that was delayed by a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then they said, yeah, I just can't continue on this project. And then I think they refunded me like $1,500 and kept $500 because, well, you know, they already put in so much effort, even though they didn't deliver a project that they canceled on their own terms. I wish I could fucking throw shade at this bitch, but I forgot their fucking name. Maybe Chad will remind me. It was a fucking artist for the VR chat community. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, sorry.
Could you imagine a situation where you go get a burger at Burger King, right, or whatever, McDonald's, and halfway through making that sandwich, they're like, "Yeah, we just don't want to give it to you. We'll refund you. We'll refund you 75% of it because we already put the bun on."
And the thing is what Tectone is saying is it's not even like, trust me, I spend a lot of money on art. And it's not even uncommon what he's talking about. Like, I've had literally the same thing happen to me where I've had a person that said, "Oh, it's going to be done next week." And I check in, "Oh, it's going to be done next week." And it just keeps getting kicked down the line to the point where I had to basically get involved with like the platform and say, like, this person isn't doing my thing. And then they said, "Oh, we're going to do it next week." And then they didn't do it again. And so I reported it again. And then they refunded my money with a happy face. Like the only message was a smiley face on it.
Insane.
Yeah, and this is like after wasting 6 months of my time. And 6 months is a lot for people. Like, can you imagine like a person getting ready to start streaming and this happens? And you know, obviously not everyone's like that. Obviously, for all of the retards that are gonna say like, "Oh, you know, I know some good artists." Yeah, there's good artists out there. I have good artists too.
Yep.
You know, it's not always the case.
I'll be real. This is going to be clipped Leaflit, and I bet you the reactions are going to be very normal. There's going to be some very normal reactions to what we're saying on this podcast on Twitter lately.
Well, I wonder if there'll be reactions like this from Goobin over here. Have you noticed a flag reoccurring for the people who?
It's always, man.
Soulless piece of trash is what this is. Even if you excuse the use Gen AI. I can draw. There's so many costume models you can get for dirt cheap. I mean, I love this. I love everything about the seething that is happening right now. And you know what the best thing about this Leaflit is? What's that? Is they can't go, "You're a grifter," because you're literally giving it away for free. Like, how can you beat the accusations of grifting?
It's far more than that. I have set it up specifically that I am the ultimate silver bullet against these people for multiple reasons. One, I'm giving that for free. I have the ability to charge for it. I specifically don't want to do it just so they can't say anything about it. One. Two, I spend a lot of money on artists. I know some of the best art. They're gonna tell me no one's gonna work with you. I'm like, yeah, you know who worked with me? You know who's working with me? Artists that worked on big studios. One Piece, Dan to Dan. You want to know who my music people is? The bandmate of Nobu Uematsu. Yeah, you want to come at me and tell me that I don't know anybody and nobody's gonna do any art for me? First off, eat my ass. Second, they're gonna say like, "Well, you know, this is the VTuber community, and like, you know, you're you know, you don't belong in this." Bitch, I have been VTubing before all of you have been on the fucking internet. Okay, I got my first live TV model in 2016.
Damn.
That's when I got my first custom model. 2016.
Damn, so, Grandma, that's crazy.
They can't say anything. What are they gonna say?
Well, I love that because I can relate so much to that when it comes to like being the silver bullet, right? Because everyone says like I've been doing this for so fucking long that, you know, I've done the videos, done the live streams, done the podcast, done merchandise, done live events, made video games. I've been on every single side of this industry. So when people come at me, I'm like, dude, I fucking literally done everything that you don't think I have.
Yes.
And I love that. And being that your silver bullet is fucking phenomenal. Like,
I love it.
Come at me, bro. Go ahead. You know, like it's awesome. I've been on all sides of it. Well, this is fucking spectacular.
Can I add something real fast?
Yes,
sure.
yes.
So like everyone knows my stance on AI. Not the biggest fan of all time, but I absolutely appreciate the creativity that I've seen in Leaflit and many others that use it. That is outside of the point. What I want to do is talk to the artists out there. Listen, here's the problem, guys. It's here. It's coming. There's no way around it. So here, we have, as artists, we have really two options. we can just keep yelling at people and saying, you can't use that. How dare you, because of whatever moral supremacy you want to have, right? There's that option, and you're going to lose, by the way, because you can't beat free and you can't beat speed, okay? Yep. So the only other option you got, okay, is you study AI. You get to know it. You know your enemy for the artist I'm talking about. You know your enemy inside and out so that you can find a different path as an alternative to offer people, that you can say, okay, yes, that AI, that's a tool that they're using. Here's why we're not using, and here's what we're making instead. And here's the value proposition we have for this that we think is worth your money and your time. Yes, it's not as fast, but here's what we're offering. You need to start thinking like that, or you are going to go extinct. So to these people here who I disagree with how they're yelling at, which is stupid and gay, that's the lamest thing in the world, is to, like, if you ever wanted to admit defeat, write exactly what they have been writing. Instead, get stronger, know your enemy, and then figure out a different value proposition. That's the best advice I can give you, and it's certainly something that I'm also looking into as well.
We as a company are 100%. I mean, every single aspect of this show is going to be built around AI, as far as, literally from beginning to end, because we have to embrace it. We want to be on the front of this as opposed to be the ones trying to catch up. That's what I love about what Leaflit's doing right here. And those who are going to be playing catch up are the ones who are seething, to your point, Phoenix. And I love that. Well, great job. Great job, Leaf. I love everything about this. Seethe, baby.
But it's also like, video games that a lot of people complain about taking so long to come out. Like, AI is going to make development time so much shorter. Mm-hmm. And, it's going to reduce a lot of the grunt work. Like even Claire Obscure, which I consider to be in like top 5 video games of all time, used AI for I believe it was generating assets. I believe I could be wrong on that. But yeah, no, it's coming fast, and it's replacing a lot of the shit that nobody wants to fucking do regardless, or jobs that require no skill, which I feel like should be. If you can slap into a program, get it done instantly and for free, you're not a bad guy if you don't want to pay someone $120,000 a year to do that.
You want to know the best part of this too?
Yes.
It's basically like communism in real time. Like the like how communism would look, because I seized the means of production. I gave it to everyone for free. And then the people that were in power, they still want the power. They didn't. Yep. They never wanted to give it away. They always act like, oh, I'm such a commie. I want everybody to have everything for free, right? But the instant that happens, they're like, oh, but and it affects their power. Oh God, my power. I still want to be on top though, right?
Yep.
It exposes.
See, I wish I was on the other side of this, Leaf, because I love competition like this. Like I if I was on the other side, I'd go like, oh, good, she did that. Oh, I'm going to start thinking harder now. Like I got to figure out a way how to beat you at what you just did. I would certainly never be angry at you. I think what you're doing is phenomenal. Cheers to you. I think there is nothing. This is obvious. There's nothing wrong in what you did, and it's amazing that you're giving something to people that otherwise may not have had that opportunity. Look, especially in this economy, a lot of people don't have the means to do that, and if they can have a way of entering into the space and maybe making a little bit of money that way, and hey, maybe at that point, maybe they do hire an artist to do it. I don't know, but the fact that you gave the tool there, how anyone can get angry at someone for giving a tool that's an option, is so lame and gay. True. It's so bad.
I can't believe they want to send a poor Native American to the mines. Unreal.
And that's
so fucked up. So fucked up. Have we all heard Leaflit's song about abortion?
Oh yes, it's spectacular.
We've all heard.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that song changed my life. It did, honestly, immediately. When I have a kid in the next year and a half, 2 years or so, it's because of that fucking song, bro.
Heck yeah, let's
I'm
go.
gonna make what's his name? Shinzo Abe?
Yeah, Shinzo Abe, yeah.
I'm going to make him proud, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Hit that subscribe button right here and watch another video right here.